I think it's important to recognize that security is built into Lync from the get-go. And the intention there is to avoid any data leakage. Now, if I'm calling the local Thai restaurant ordering dinner, it's no big deal. If, on the other hand, I was Bill Gates or President Obama or Prime Minister Cameron going down and making a reservation, then there are certain people in this world who, sadly, for that information could be quite valuable in a rather negative sense. So the question is, how important is your information? Microsoft take a rather simplistic view, which is that we are going to be secure, end of story. So all the signaling, that's all the SIP traffic we talked about a minute ago, all its signaling is protected by TLS, Transport Layer Security. So I've got certificate architecture out there. Between two Lync machines, it's mutual TLS. So both sides are authenticating themselves to the other server. So you know that when you talk to sip1.lync.com or whatever the machine is, that really is the machine that says it is. So all my signaling is encrypted, and the actual voice video, which is transmitted with RTP, is also secured. Now there's two levels of security there. There's SRTP, secure RTP, which is basically packet encrypting every packet. And then there's another variation of Microsoft extension called Scale Secure RTP. And basically what that does is allows you to scale out the encryption, particularly useful when I'm sending audio and video from a central server out to all the participants. I've got to re-encrypt each packet n times where there's n users. And the Scale Secure RTP is some crypto magic, let's put it that way, which enables that to scale a little bit more efficiently than just a simple brute re-encryption of everything. So basically, we're secure by default. We're secure all the way around the place, and that way, Microsoft Lync is not the weak. Forgive the pun. It's not the weak link in the chain. Well, all users before they can get into Lync have to have a password. Now that password is their Active Directory password. As long as that's secure, then that's about all they have to worry about. If I look at the wider Office 365, then particularly with a SharePoint, I have the ability to put ACL's access control lists on various pieces of both the on-premise and cloud pieces of SharePoint. And so I would need some knowledge of that, but that's normal everyday Windows security. The place that security really comes into its own is more for the IT pro managing Lync. They've got to handle the firewalls. Again, a typical organization will have two firewalls, one external into their DMZ, the other between the DMZ and their internal network. Those have to be set up correctly to allow the right things through, the right ports and so on, to the right machines. Troubleshooting that can be challenging because you have so many pieces. Does the certificate match? We saw a case where the certificate is a class, but the guy issued a certificate for contoso.con, C-O-N, which of course when he puts it on a contoso.com machine, it says, I don't know who you are. And so we've got to troubleshoot those kind of things. But again, I think the user security is pretty simple. As long as you got your password and that's kept secure, life is pretty good. Everything else should be automagic, should just happen, should just work, provided that the planning and the deployment was carefully done.